Evening all. How are we? How are we doing? It's that time. It's the yearly reminder that I'm just not very good at this game mode. Alright. Welcome everyone. How is everyone's day going? I'm here in my nice, cozy, warm room, in me jammies, in me dressing gown. Just to, I've realised this is my favourite way to stream. It's just been nice and relaxed, physically comfortable. Try and take the edge off it as much as possible. And maybe I might just do things I hadn't been able to do before. Of course, not just wearing my my dressing gown. Also wearing my Fire Ant t-shirt. Available now to buy. Link in chat. Gotta get that hustle in there. Where's the hungry Mike? Nowhere to be found. I've already had my dinner. But the hungry spider is another matter. He soon must have his. So yeah, the delay is going to be in the region of, I guess, 30 seconds? Maybe a bit less than that, 25 seconds? YouTube's never been great on its delay. Yeah, okay. We'll get going fairly soon. I don't want to hang around too much before we get going. But it's there's a couple of different things this year, just in the way it's going to work. Yeah, I'll give it another 2 minutes before we go over things. But considering it's a Monday night, we're probably pretty much at the limit of who's going to join us. Maybe people will join us later as well, as the Americans get home from work and school. Eat a Carolina Reaper. I'll tell you exactly why I can't do that in a minute. Since when is there merch? Since launch day, since June the 7th. There's been t-shirts. They're good t-shirts as well. This is my second one. I've got two of them now. I've got the Matabilly Ant and now the Fire Ant one. The Fire Ant one I kind of overlooked the first time because it's red. I don't usually buy red or burgundy t-shirts, but this one is actually pretty good. Link in chat again if anyone wants to have a gander. Gonna do a bit of housekeeping while we're just waiting. Yeah, would have streamed over the weekend when more people could more easily drop by, but I wasn't feeling particularly well. I certainly wouldn't have been at my best, but I'm fine today. I'll do silly voices later if I win. Can I pin the link? Oh, so I can. Yeah, I can pin a message. Yeah, cool. Good idea. You learn something new every day. See, when are we getting more isolepsis posting? You're not. No one is. No one's ever getting more isolepsis posting. Because it's not isolepsis. It's isolepis. There is only one S in there. Right. Okay, yeah, so let's go over how things are going to work today. I'll just drop the music down while we go over stuff. Okay. Right, okay, so last year, if anyone was about there, the way we did this is my brother John visited, and because it was him who was the very mean man who told me I couldn't eat the one chip. You do that, you know, the one chip challenge, the ridiculously high Scoville rating chip. He was going to take the punishments for so every time I beat a newbie creature, he ate some preserved insects. That was fun. That was fun. It was a good way to do it. If I tried to do that, I would just vomit. So God bless John for that. He's got a stronger stomach than I have in some respects. So we're not doing that. Instead, I thought we'd do these things because they're up for, you know, they're made for kids, to be honest, and they're fairly innocuous. So I've got some you know, beans of many flavours, I'll call them, which I'm sure were inspired by a certain series about a certain young magical person. Okay, so yeah, so this is obviously a roulette kind of thing. I'm sure you've seen them before. So we've got a roulette wheel, and every time I beat a boss, I'll define what a boss is in a minute. I'm going to spin the wheel and choose one of these, which could be one of two flavours, a good flavour or a bad flavour. And as you can see, the only way this wheel would work is if I lie it flat on the ground on the table or the desk, and that won't work in this format, obviously. The beans would go everywhere. So instead, we're going to spin a wheel. We're going to spin a picker wheel. So I'll just move to that scene and you can have a look at it. We've got all the same things on here. So in this case, I'd spin the wheel. Let's say I'd beaten a boss, and I spin the wheel. And in this case, it would be apple or wasabi. Okay. That's how it's going to work. Yeah. Some of these flavours look truly disgusting. I'm really not looking forward to the lemon or sour milk one. Generally, yes. Gaming, I guess I'm going to say your name. Generally speaking, we would only count Ubers. But I'm going to add to that because there's a lot of beans here and I kind of want to spin the wheel a bunch of times. So to count, what I'm counting as bosses this time is Ubers, Ant Queens, and the Mole Cricket. So that will give us plenty of spins, plenty of attempts, you know, plenty of goes at me of getting a gross flavour. And as far as the overall kind of reward goes for this, if I win, I get the warm, fuzzy feeling of having beaten a tough challenge, which I've been attempting for many years, only once a year, for an hour or so. I'm sure I'd have beaten it a long time ago if I'd have practiced, but that's the point. I don't really want to practice. If I lose, I'm going to take a whole bunch of each of these and eat them all in one go, which is going to be confusing to say the least. That's it. In an alternate timeline, I'd be doing the one chip challenge again, or some form of chili based challenge. I enjoy those things. I like spicy food, but unfortunately the powers that be have decided that they don't want me to do that, and that's fine. That's their choice. Don't agree with it, but that's their choice. So we're doing this instead. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah. You might think, after beating a boss, potentially eating a rotten fish jelly bean isn't much of a reward. It's not, but it's a 50-50 chance at a reward or a punishment. Hey, it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. Mike, can we do questions on general knowledge if you have any scary beans? What do you mean by that? Do questions on general knowledge questions. Do questions on general knowledge questions. That's a bit of meta that I wasn't prepared for. Yeah. Yeah. So as Sol says, yeah, when I beat an Uber, a Queen, or the Mole Cricket, I will have a spin at one of these things. Yeah. Okay. We'll get going fairly soon. Yeah, fairly soon. Don't want to hang around too long. But I will just to so I can have a good run at it. I will nip to the little streamer's room before we start. But also, as you'll have seen, as is in the title of this stream, backseating is heavily encouraged. I will be pausing stream regularly to read chat for advice. This is very much a group effort to try and get me through the hungry spider level this year. I do want to beat it this year. If I fail, then we'll try again next year. If I succeed, we'll do something maybe a bit more fun next year. We'll see what's out for the game this time next year, and hopefully I can do some of that. I think that's more or less everything. Is there anything I've forgotten to talk about? Can we do questions on general knowledge if you have any scary... I guess? What's I mean? Who's going to ask the general knowledge questions, me or you? If you lose, give everyone in the Discord server mod. I would like to keep my job, if at all possible. I quite like my job. It's a good job. Yeah. Will there ever be an update to the beach spider? Update to the spider level in the future? I don't think so. I think if there was going to be... I mean, there's already 2 spider levels. I think John would more like to make another rather than update the current ones. Missed the hungry spider with Mike face thing. Oh, you mean the PNG tuber thing that I did? That was the year before last. That was 2022. It was fun, but you know, there's... it was a bit less personable. Yeah, I think because my face wasn't literally on there, you know, in live. I think it was a little bit less engagement with that one. Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna nip to the loo now before we go, and yeah, while I'm playing, I'm not going to do too much reading chat if I'm at all in any a place which has any danger at all, really, because I want to get through it. If what was I going to say just then? Doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll nip to the loo now. You can enjoy my BRB screen for a short while, and then we'll get going practically straight away. Okay.
Pills, some pills here, which is food, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. John, quite rightly recognised that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, more food here. We need to define a tile. I think an area food made the other map a bit more challenging for our not everyone ants to store the food. So I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be careful. To create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come along here to. And this is going to be the area that they are storing food for us. I'm not going to lead a chamber directly to my queen because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging. Can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So now instead, I'm going to the trick to. And then this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to that is they're now storing in which you attack things like down here. I'm pretty sure is the mother loads get death food. Once we start to come along and a bit more similarly the food as well. There's food there, but there's also great. So I'm not okay. And just run in there. We're going to need a few more workers, not too many. I found in this demo we can get to before we have to overdo it with the workers because workers are free to respawn. So, but if you look when I carry on put down a worker tile, I'm just cost 5 each. Enemies will try and run towards my corner. So I'm just gonna have maybe that many for now. Taking it back to the storage chambers, my worker chamber up here. I'm not sure about this. Along they come. There's no system to. I don't enter prepare the area to. So these are now come down here, work in one of these tiles, and then they'll come along to the queen, grab a reliably informed, grab an egg from her, I will pop them in the chamber, and then when these fellas hatch, or these ladies rather hatch, they'll be new workers. Oh, look at that animation! So yeah, okay, we've got.
Okay. Just balancing audio levels a bit. Okay. All right. We're nearly ready to go. Okay, yeah. Okay, so if I die to something stupid, something really dumb, within about half an hour, I'll restart. Once. If I die to something dumb twice, the stream ends. We all are disappointed, and we have to do this again next year. All right. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I will be pausing. Yeah, anyone who's just arrived soon, recently, I will be pausing regularly and reading chat. This is a backseat stream. I'm very much listening to tips. I want to get through this finally after 4 years. Let's go. I'll have to take a minute to just get used to the controls again.
Tucked away in a dark corner of the world, this wolf spider hungers. Its appetite is insatiable, and there lies a feast of creatures nearby. It will liquidize the flesh and suck the juices of its many victims.
Okay, which first? I guess it's got to be Devour, really, hasn't it? Devour is the only one that makes sense as your first. Okay, I'm going to take my first of many breaks. What do I upgrade now? I have Devour. I mean, obviously the early game isn't mega important as long as you get the roughly the correct number of points towards the end. Bite until level 5. Would Fluff says that. Bite level 3 says Darkness Bright. Okay, Bite. Okay, I will upgrade Bite. I'll be listening to everyone. We'll be coming to joint consensus, we will. Joint consensus? Is there such a thing? Is that not tautologous? Kind of is, really, isn't it? Yeah, just mopping up the ants that are around here is a sensible way to start. They're not much of a threat. You'll level up a few times. The food does not despawn. You can come back to it later. How are audio levels? Please, everyone let me know. It sounds a touch quiet in my headphones, but that just might be my setup. Let me know how it is. Yeah, yes, I know Mole Cricket is first, Darkness. Yeah, I'm just leveling up a bit. The early game is not too bad. As long as you stay away from errant spiders, you're okay. And crabs. There we are. Okay, so we have bite at level 3 now. Audio's fine, yeah, cool, okay. Bite to level 4, are we thinking that before we continue? Bite to level 4 and then Venom Pull and Venom Strike. I usually start with the Mole Cricket. That's how I've always started. It's fine. It's kind of an arbitrary order here. I think I've had a problem here precisely once because I wasn't paying attention. I was reading chat. Now let me work out my that's Devour. I shouldn't have done that, but none of it really matters too much here. Okay, so yeah. My Venom Strike is this button, and then I've got here, yeah. Yeah, the Crippling Venom, sorry. Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, so I'm counting this as our first boss. I want lots of opportunities to eat these jelly beans. we're having a bit of fun with it. We're having a bit of fun. Let's find OBS here and go back to talking stream. I should actually use the stream deck that I've got right here, but I don't know how well it's hooked up. It's been ages since I've used it. Okay, right. So the these jelly beans. Let me just open the packet here. And we will get going. I was warned earlier on that the milk one is the worst. They smell fine from the outside. I guess they've all got a sugar coating on the outside, which is keeping in the chemical stink within. Hi, Vanguard. Hello, everyone joining us recently. Okay, right. So, okay, there we are. I can't angle it too much, otherwise the beans will fall out. But we will go to the wheel spinner, and we'll decide what we're going to eat. Let's go for it. Fruit or rotten fish? Okay. Here we are. Let's see what we get. That's the fruit one. It's fruit. It's quite nice. Rather pleasant. Bit of an anticlimax, to be honest, isn't it? Yeah. Onward. I got lucky. It was a 50. It was a coin flip. It was a 50-50. Right. Okay. So yeah. Before I start, remind me which queen should I be going for next? South? Yeah, I'm just going to kill the random answers as I encounter them. It's all XP. Oh, no, don't want to go near the spike. Oh, God. Get away from me. Get away from me. Yeah. Is it tab to decouple? Yeah. Remind me where the... It's here? Oh, no, not there. Where are we at? Yeah, those little spiders do travel so far. And they're quite dangerous if you're not careful. Welcome, Not Person. Welcome to your first stream. Thanks for joining us. Glad you could get here. Southern Queens first. Or the Black Ant Queens, yeah. Which one? Level 3. Level 2. So we go for the crippling venom. Okay, the Queen Ant counts as a boss. Let's eat a bean. Wheel spinner. Okay. Ah, this one's easy. Apple or wasabi? I'd be happy with either. I like apple. I like wasabi. I like wasabi quite a bit, in fact. Either or is fine. Although sweet, very sweet wasabi covered in sugar, it's not going to make me vomit, but it might make me go, Ha. Let's see. It's just apple. Oh no! No, the spiciness there. That's the wasabi one. I got the wasabi one. Actually, that's really good. That's nice. That's pretty good. It's spicy, but it's actually really nice. I'm going to eat another. Yep. Got another wasabi one. Good lord. That's... If they could sell just that, not in the silly novelty pack, I would genuinely buy that. What is this? Am I going to have no trouble with this at all? Nah. Oh well. Let's see if my Stream Deck still works. It doesn't. It doesn't work at all. I'll have to go and set that up another time. Let's go back to the game. Right. Oh, wasted Venom Strike there. We are getting two bosses in quick succession here. Yep. I did say each Ant Queen is a boss. Yeah. Once I've dealt with the Ant Queens, the bosses will get much fewer, obviously. Right. Bite is already at level 4, I think. If not, I'll make sure it gets there. Ooh, this could be interesting. Bubblegum or blue cheese. Now, these are both things that I like in real life. I do like blue cheese. Again, I've not had blue cheese in a sweet context. But I'm keenly aware that all of these are not made of actual... Yeah, bubblegum... Well, bubblegum is an artificial flavour anyway. The blue cheese in here is not actually made of blue cheese. That would be silly. These are all chemicals mixed in a lab. Okay, bubblegum or blue cheese? Let's have a look. Okay, here's one. Well, it's not bubblegum. So that must be blue cheese. It's fine. It's not... I probably wouldn't choose to eat it, but it's fine. It's like you know how sometimes you're out and you're hungry and you're like you have to get a sandwich and they've not really got what you want, so you end up with the egg and cress one. You're like, it's fine. I'll eat it. It's not my favourite, but I'll eat it if there's nothing else. If everything else is sold out. Okay, blue cheese jelly beans are fine, as it turns out. Again, I'm going to have another. Now that's bubblegum. That one's bubblegum. Definite difference there. Yeah, there's a chance that... Well, I was told that the sour milk one is awful. So let's hope we get that at some point. Okay, you know what, I'm going to resize a few things so I'm not dragging my mouse so far when I'm moving between scenes. Give me a second. Alright. Okay, I'm just going to read chat for a minute. Okay, yeah, so I'm going for the other two queens. Can you remind me where on the map they are? If it's a good one, you should spin the wheel again. I don't know if that's really... I may as well just go straight for the bad ones then. East... Okay, east for the other queens. Cool. Let's go. Lots of food I'm leaving around. Haven't used too much of it. Bite is already level 4, yeah, so we will... Level 3, okay. So we're just going to keep sequentially upgrading these. What about Devour? Is Devour worth upgrading at all? Got an upgrade point? Well, I'm not really new, but, you know, I'm not mega practiced. Okay, a couple of people have said it's probably worth it, sure. Get more food quicker. Yeah, if you're not so used to, yeah, dodging things, that makes sense, sure. Again, I only play this mode once a year, and it's this. Yeah, I guess a tactic I've never really tried to use is, you know, waiting until you're at fairly low health to level up, because you get a full, yeah, a full health bar again every time you level up, so you could extend your health out that way. Yeah, requires probably a little bit more kind of micro than I'm very good at. I have to say though, usually at this point I'm actually starting to get a bit nervous, but I think solid advice from chat. I'm feeling fairly confident about dealing with these wood ants. How many times do people think I should upgrade Devour? Six to 8? Okay. Oh, blimey. Yeah, quite a few of them there. Not far off leveling up, but to be on the safe side, I'm going to eat. Yeah, let's upgrade Devour one more time. No, not Devour at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Venom Strike is probably the premier ability. Yeah, I'm thinking I should run back to spawn and devour up, as it were. Although I am very close to leveling up, so... There we are. What are we taking? Level 4, level 5. Yeah. We'll upgrade Devour next time. Right, well, I've got the health. I'm gonna just Leroy Jenkins it. Cool. Okay. Right. Back to eating jelly beans. Spin a wheel. See, I really wish they'd let me do something with hot sauce or capsaicin. Really, I mean, cherry or chili, both of those are flavours I like. When I lived in Liverpool, and occasionally still when I visit, I went to a place in town that did loads of different kinds of tequila shots. When you did rounds with your mates, the idea was that you'd go up to the bar and you'd say, I'll get us a round of cherry flavoured tequila, but you say, oh, actually it's going to be chili, ha 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 ha, and everyone will have a big laugh. But it was fine. Okay, right, cherry or chili? Let's see what we get. Cherry. And again, I'm going to eat another one. Oh, no, that is chili. There is chili there. Yep. There's a bit of spiciness there at the end. But a quite pleasant background amount of it. That's another chili one. I quite like it. Again, the apple or wasabi and the wasabi ones and the chili ones, make just those. I would buy them just for recreational consumption. Why is Mike so happy today? I don't know. This is a pleasant activity. Mike, try to not find a way to enjoy every show. Yeah, I know. I mean, what really can I do that's unpleasant? I mean, I physically can't eat the bugs because I would throw up, and that is against, terms of service for streaming. I can't do that. I can't do the capsaicin stuff because I was told I can't. I can't do something. I can't even do something like buy an electroshock therapy thing that you can put around your arm. That would be quite funny, but I'm fairly certain the guys would object to that one as well. So this is the kind of one that they said I could do. Well, the worst flavour I'm told is the sour milk. Hopefully that comes up soon. Right. I'll kill the last ant queen, and then we'll have a short break. And we'll chat because we're coming up to it's now past the half hour where I'd reset. So from now on, if I die, that's it. The stream ends, and we try again next year. Okay, there's one more ant queen, isn't there? It's round the corner here. Bomb. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, don't die to that one random hand. Crippling Venom 5 and Venom Strike 5. Yep, up goes the Venom Strike. And we get to eat one more. Chili bean. Hey, it didn't matter. Hey guys, it didn't matter that I forgot to change the screen. It was fine. Hey, it means that I don't have to change it now. Right. Yeah, I killed the other ant queen. It's fine. There was no problem. Oh no, it's one of my favourites. I'm just gonna eat. Yeah. Well, it's not one of my favourites. It's fine. Both of these are. So yeah. Tell you what. From now on, I will start removing the choices of the ones I actually like. So I only get the bad ones. Bit of blue cheese, kinda, I guess. Yeah, for anyone who's not into blue cheese, it's a very strong flavour. You have to have a trained palate for it, really, or an acquired taste, I should say, not a trained palate. But one of my favourite treats is a cracker, a little bit of butter, and a thick layer of Stilton, which is a excellent blue cheese from a place not too far from where I live, actually. And it's a world famous blue cheese, and I can't have too much of it because obviously it's cheese. But at Christmas, lovely. Right. I've just had 2 blue cheese ones in a row there. This one is fine. It does nothing for me. So what I'm going to do is hide choice here. Okay. So it won't come up again. Okay. So there you go. Now we've only got 5. Okay. Right, onto the crabs. So how are we feeling, guys? Venom Strike level 6 and Crippling Venom level 6. Bite is at level 4 and Devour at level 3. You think that's good enough for the crabs?
It gnaws at my thoughts, the constant unease.
Yeah, I nearly did it again. Yeah, it's all fine. Yep. Should have just done the entire run that way. Yeah. Why is the spider hungry? He's got some kind of metabolic condition where he just burns through calories. Poor guy. Right, onto the crabs. Have to level up as we go, I guess. Plenty of food around. Gonna make Cape well fed from all the food I didn't eat earlier. Circle strafe around the pool. Yeah, I mean, with these first few crabs, it's not so bad. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I should be kiting. Go and fill her up again. You said 6 to 8 for Devour at the very most, didn't you, Fluff? So maybe I'll upgrade that, yeah, soonish. Although it's not so important with the crabs, I guess, because they are slow. What are you doing here? Get out of here, you goofy goober. Yeah, before we press on a bit further into the crab layer, yeah, I'm gonna let Tezza out for a wee, and then we'll get back to it. But we'll have a chat about what we're doing next after. Okay, time for the BRB.
Pills. Some pills here, which is food store, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. John, quite right. Our colony recognised that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, more food here. We need to define a tile. I think this area food made the other map a bit more challenging for our not everyone ants to store the food. So I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be to create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come back here to. And this is going to be the area that the ants store food for us. I'm not going to leave a chamber directly to my queen, because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging. Can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So now instead, I'm going to the trick to enter this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to it. Is they're now storing in which you attack things like down here. I'm pretty sure is the mother loads get death food. Once we start to come along and a bit more similarly list the food as well. There's food there, but there's also great. So I'm not okay. And just run in there. We're going to need a few more workers, not too many. I've had in this demo we can get to before we have to overdo it with the workers, because workers are free to respawn. So, but if you look when I carry on put down a worker tile. I'm just cost 5 each. Enemies will try and run towards my corner. So I'm just gonna have maybe that many for now. Taking it back to the storage chamber, like worker chamber up here. And I'm not sure about this. Along they come. There's no system to. I don't intend to prepare the area to. So these are now if we come down here, work in one of these tiles, and then they'll come along to the queen. Grab a reliably informed. Grab an egg from her. I will pop them in the chamber, and then when these fellas hatch, or these ladies rather hatch, they'll be workers. Oh, look at that animation! So yeah, okay, we've got 7. Okay, that's the workers. And I think we should probably. And she's a bit safer. It's like popcorn. It's very satisfying to watch. Because we've got some lovely and fresh-faced workers ready to our fellas to help us in our. Let's get a quest for Underground domination. Then we'll go into battle. They'll immediately come and add new. The workers will come and prepare those soldiers to these black ant tiles. But these won't hatch until the ant that's associated with that tile dies. And in this demo version, it's free for them to rehatch, to respawn. Basically, it is respawning. So yeah, there is going to be. I don't think it'll be like that in the final game, but for the purpose of this demo, it's free for the wait. Free for the workers to rehatch. I think 16's plenty for now, so we're just going to carry on expanding. Talk about how things are going with the the Kickstarter. I love watching this animation. We're just about a week into the Kickstarter now. Once we've got 100 food or so, we'll start thinking about 90% of the way to their goal. because we are going to meet some nasty, creepy crawlies. Some utterly astounding. As they pop, you see, I don't think they expected it up here. The soldier ant. Right. Considering the exclamation marks point to a place where there are enthusiasts. There's one down here from the public, but not outright this direction. Yeah, we need this now. You can just drag. You don't have to. That's changed, and I think that's probably because it's so satisfying aware of the way the Kickstarter works. You suggest what the ants do, and they come and do it for you. You don't. It's like the old dungeon keeper if you ever played that, or our queen, of course. You don't control people's direction. Instead, you give them more focused, and it's working very well. Again, they decide to make these things in their own time. We move into a cave of pills. We've got some pills here, which is food, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. John quite rightly recognised that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, more food here. We need to define a tile. I think this area food made the other map a bit more challenging for our not everyone ants to store the food. So I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be to create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come back here to. This is going to be the area that the ants store food for us. I'm not going to lead a chamber directly to my queen because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging. Can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So now instead, I'm going to the trick to enter this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to it.
Right, we're back. Okay, we are currently eating crabs. Delicious crabs. Yeah, just as we get back into the crabs layer, we are going to eat a little bit of food. Hey, there's a crab here as well. Wandered a bit far. Maybe we can just easily take that one out for the free leveling. You little crab. Dies almost immediately now. Okay. Venom Strike. What we upgrading here, gang? What we upgrading here? Venom Pool, you think? Says Amber. Jeepers. I prefer Jinkies. I was always a Velma fan. Yeah, keep them equal. Fair advice. Yeah, level 6 and level 7. Cool, cool. Yeah, big boy here. So we can kite away the little boys first. Come on, lads. Their initiative range is really low. So as long as they're not actually... I don't get too close to them, it should be okay.
Slice the carapace, dissolve the innards, suck the juices, chop, melt, drink.
Yeah, definitely gonna, devour up before I take on the Uber. Yeah, it's the most boring one to fight because it's a war of attrition. Tanky as hell. One more, and then we can. There's food on the in the spawn anyway, so we can run back. Let's go for it. It's where the jank controls get a bit annoying here. Yeah, the slow initiative range though is what makes this boss really quite beatable. Gonna pick up food along the way and then and get back to it. Okay, that should be enough to take this one out. Miss with the crippling venom then. Try again. Should have got it. Yeah. I keep meaning to ask John to add a bigger visual indicator of the actual range of the crippling venom because it's pretty large. It's much bigger than the tiny little splat it looks like it is. Yeah, I'll maybe, after tonight, I'll remember to ask him. Although he is busy with lots of other stuff at the moment. You guys have no idea. So much stuff. John is probably the busiest of the team at the moment. Lord bless that man. There she blows.
Sweet crab, divine, pick the husk clean. Fill the stomach.
Experts, devour point here. What do we think? Mike, please remember to move your mouse back to the spider before doing venom pool to avoid dragging your spider to enemies. Yep, fair enough. Yeah, Sol, remind me of that when we come to the final boss, because that is vital there. Not so bad here, vital there. Devour here, you think? Yep. Okay. Also, we're due a jelly bean. We are due a jelly bean. That is a boss. Where is my OBS? There it is. Wheel spinner. Let's spin a wheel. Cola or garbage? All right. Sounds more fun than the ones we've had so far. All of which I've kind of enjoyed. Right. Okay. Cola or garbage? Here we go. It's not cola. No, maybe that is cola. I hope it's cola, because it was supposed to be garbage. It's crap. I'm trying another. That was identical. Doesn't... What is this stuff? This is the worst thing I've ever bought. It's fine. It's fine. I've just eaten 5 of these. By chance, I should have gotten a couple of colas and a couple of garbage. It's fine. It tastes of sugar. It just tastes of sugar. But then again, it's jelly beans. It's high fructose corn syrup for the most part, isn't it? Oh no! Every single one I've had 5 garbage ones in a row. I've just had a cola one. They're fine. I'm so disappointed. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully, well, anyway, we're going to remove that one from the list now, because that one was fine. I think the only one that's possibly going to be gross is the sour milk one. I haven't had rotten fish yet. What a disappointment. Anyway, it's just the point here is to beat Hungry Spider. So, you know, that's the main thing. The jelly beans are just a gimmick, even if they are rubbish. Right. See, the thing is, Army Ant, or yes, ants rather. All of them are so full of sugar that it doesn't matter much anyway. Right. Okay. Okay. Are we doing a devour? I think we're doing a devour. Didn't Sol say yes? Devour said yes. We've also got another point which we're going to put into Venom Strike. There you go. And then we've got a nice 3,000 food there, which we're going to leave. Okay, off to the Devil's Coachos. Where is the Devil's Coachos? Where is it? Up in a Mataway direction? No. Where is it? This little path? This little path. Alright. Devour next. Okay. Devour next. Yeah, the next point will be in Devour. Oh, wrong beetles. Wrong beetles. Delicious beetle larvae. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is the problem with these guys.
Bugs and crustaceans and grubs and fat and great big chunks of hot, wet red.
Doctor Who reference there for you paying attention. reference to the David Tennant specials there. The episode is End of Time Part 1. Reference to a line made by John Sims' Master. At least these guys don't regenerate health, for God's sake. Okay, Devour. And we're at level 5 for Devour, so we can put another point or two in Devour, according to a couple of people. According to Fluff and Soul. Yeah, bait the sprays. Yep, bait the sprays. Hey, Killjar, you've been able to play as the spider since, I think, 2018. I want to say. Maybe 2019, I can't quite recall. Some lore master probably knows better than I do. Yeah, the spray here is lethal. I mean, it's not mega bad for these regular beetles, but for the Uber, you're basically putting yourself in the hands of RN Jesus. Yeah, the tiger beetle is more terrifying because it's not RNG then. You're just stationary for a second or two. Right. Another key tactic for this and the tiger beetles, line of sight. Yes, I remember this from previous attempts, of course. Yeah, as long as you get around a corner, they will return to their patrol route. Yeah, if you lose line of sight of them, then they forget you exist. They don't have object permanence. None of the creatures in this level do. Oh yeah, that was close. Yeah, mechanical superiority. Yeah, this is one of the primary. Yeah, probably the easiest route to winning. Yeah, is to, use the venom strike pool, and kiting, in order to do your most damage. It's the one I've tried for the past 3 attempts, and I've nearly got there. Yeah, it's just that last boss that is my white whale here. Okay, what we're thinking, another Devour level, or one of the... We're at level 6 Devour, I think was it? Or 5? Level 5 Devour, and we're at level 7 for the Venom... 7 and 8. 8 and 7 for the Venom abilities, respectively. We're going for Crippling Venom because it's a level lower than the Venom Pool. Okay, so they're both at level 8 now. Again, I will at some point put one more point, probably not for this boss. I'll put one more point into Devour, and we'll leave it at level 6, unless someone suggests that it's probably a good idea later on. Okay. Yeah. Now, right. One of my attempts did die to this boss. I think it was 2021. All right. Are we ready? Ready, folks? Like the first really tough boss. Right. Just need to get around a corner. Not that corner, this corner. Wait for it. Wait for him to go back. He didn't spot me. Yeah, the level used to be insanely hard to the point of I was a bit scared to tell people about it. Because then I'd get nothing but complaints. And then I remember the first person who we had confirmed who beat the level, it was like, wow. It was quite a while after we... Oh, crap. I'm pretty sure John put this little nook in here for this reason, by the way. Yeah, it was ridiculously hard. It was Millennia in Elden Ring levels of hard in its first iteration. But even in Millennia in Elden Ring only takes at most, 5 minutes to have an attempt. It's a lot longer than that in this level. That sounds about right, Sol. Yeah. Just got a notification on my phone. I'll have to check that in a sec in case it's something important. Yeah, give me a sec, guys. Give me a sec. Look at my guy just casually preening his legs. Yeah, you're right. The Uber is easier to avoid his spray attack than the adult regular ones. Just because he's bigger, I guess. One more should do it. Come on, come back through it. There we are.
Sticky inventorious feast, hunger still gnawing, appetite must be sated.
I don't need the use of arrow. I was just about to level up. So, are we talking venom abilities or devour now? Experts? Cripple? Crippling venom? Crippling venom says Fluff. Crippling venom. 2 levels of crippling venom? Or do we keep them? Because, yeah, there's 2 levels to go up. Or keep them even? Or just equal? Still keep them equal. So yeah, okay. There you go. So they're both at level 9 now. Great. Okay. So, Tiger Beetle is next. Tiger Beetle is faster, and its stun ability is scary. It's scary for the adults as well. I am feeling like I need a little nerves break soon. How's Tesla doing? He's fine, he's sleeping. I might want to go and refill me drink in a minute. Okay. They do have lesser health, these things. One good venom pool will do them in. Yeah, the babies are easy, yeah. There's the stun. There's the stun again. Right. Are we bothering with Devour now, guys? Or do we go for crippling? Just more crippling? That seems to make sense. They're both level 9. Yeah. No circle strafing here. They're just too fast. Just kite them. Yeah, so it's got to be crippling venom to keep them slow, as slow as possible. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm just going to go and have a refill of me drink and stuff. So we're going to have so many BRB screens this stream. Yeah, all right, guys, I'll be back shortly. Yeah, I'll settle down. I might let Tesla out for a breath of fresh air as well. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Keep the advice coming. I'll read through it before we get going again. All right, BRB.
Pills, some pills here, which is food, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. To build our colony. Recognise that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, more food here. We need to define a tile. I think this area food made the other map a bit more challenging. For our not everyone ants to store the food, so I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be to create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come back here to. And this is going to be the area that the ants store food for us. I'm not going to lead a chamber directly to my queen because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging. Can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So now instead, I'm going to the trick to and then this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to it. Is they're now storing in which you attack things like down here. I'm pretty sure is the mother loads get death food. Once we start to come along and a bit more similarly list the food as well. There's food there, but there's also enemies, so I'm not okay. And just run in there. We're going to need a few more workers, not too many. I found in this demo we can get to before we can overdo it with the workers because workers are free to respawn. So, but if you look when I carry on put down a worker tile. I'm just cost 5 each. Enemies will try and run towards my corner. So I'm just gonna have maybe that many for now. Taking it back to the storage chamber, my worker chamber up here. I'm not sure about this. Along they come. There's no system to. I don't enter the area to. So these are now. Come down here. Work at one of these tiles, and then they'll come along to the queen. Grab a reliably informed. Grab an egg from her. I will pop them in the chamber, and then when these fellas hatch, or these ladies rather hatch, they'll be workers. Oh, look at that animation. So yeah, okay, we've got 7 workers. And I think we should probably choose a bit safer. It's like popcorn. It's very satisfying to watch. Because we've got some lovely and fresh-faced workers ready to our fellas to help us in our let's get a prestige underground domination. Then we'll go into battle. They'll immediately come and add new workers will come and prepare those soldiers to the black ant tiles. But these won't hatch until the ant that's associated with that tile dies. And in this demo version, it's free for them to rehatch, to respawn. Basically, it is respawning. So yeah, there is going to be. I don't think it'll be like that in the final game, but for the purpose of this demo, it's free for the wait. Free for the workers to rehash. I think 16's plenty for now, so we're just going to carry on expanding. About how things are going with the the Kickstarter. I love watching this animation. We're just about a week into the Kickstarter now. Once we've got 100 food or so, we'll start thinking about 90% of the way to their goal. Because we are going to meet some nasty, creepy crawlies, some utterly astounding. As they bump, you see, I don't think they expected it. Up here, the soldier ant. Right. Considering the exclamation marks, they're lasting to a place where there are enthusiasm. There's one down here from the public, but not outright this direction. Yeah, we need this now. You can just drag. You don't have to. That's changed, and I think that's probably because it's so satisfying aware of the way the Kickstarter works. You suggest what the ants this time, and they come and do it for you. You don't. It's like the old dungeon keeper if you ever just played that. Well, Queen, of course. You don't control the units directly. Instead, you give them more focused, and it's working very well. They decide to make these things in their own time. We move into a cave of pills. We've got some pills here, which is food, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. To build our colony. Recognise that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, more food here. We need to define a tile. I think this area food made the other map a bit more challenging. For our not everyone ants to store the food, so I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be to create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come back here to. And this is going to be the area that the ants store food for us. I'm not going to lead a chamber directly to my queen because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging. Can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So now instead, I'm going to the trick to and then this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to it. Is they're now storing in which you attack things like down here. I'm pretty sure is the mother loads get death food. Once we start to come along and a bit more similarly list the food as well. There's food there, but there's also enemies, so I'm not okay. And just run in there. We're going to need a few more workers, not too many. I found in this demo we can get to before we can overdo it with the workers because workers are free to respawn. So, but if you look when I carry on put down a worker tile. I'm just cost 5 each. Enemies will try and run towards my corner. So I'm just gonna have maybe that many for now. Taking it back to the storage chamber, my worker chamber up here. I'm not sure about this. Along they come. There's no system to. I don't intend to prepare the area to. So these are now if we come down here, they get one of these tiles, and then they'll come along to the Queen, grab a. But I'm wondering, reliably informed. Grab an egg from her. I want them in the chamber, and then.
Can anyone remember? Did I do a wheel spin for the Devil's Coach Horse? I don't think I did, but I'm going to do one. I've got so many of these beans, and they've been really disappointing so far. I may as well do one. We've got it, finally. The one we've all been waiting for. Right. Okay, right. Let's give it a go. That'd better be lemon. Because if it's sour milk, good lord, this has been a waste of time. I'd just give these to kids and they'd be fine. No, that's lemon. These have been nerfed, clearly. Since you guys had them before, these have been nerfed. It tastes more like butter than sour milk. Again, it's actually quite nice. It's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's an unusual flavour for sure, but it's not that's disgusting, I've got to get it out of my mouth flavour. Oh, God. You know what? After this stream, I'm just eating these as candy. I mean, I don't buy sweets very often, but these are just going to sit here and I'm just going to munch on them for the next day or whatever. Oh. Oh. No, if you guys are seriously saying that these were gross, then either you had them when you were very young and your palate wasn't quite so, expanded, or they have literally nerfed them. Right, yeah, the only one we haven't tried, is the rotten fish stroke. Yeah, we haven't got rotten fish. The only one I got was a fruit one. I think maybe it was actually fish flavoured. I don't know with these things anymore. Anyway, let's hide this choice. All right. Okay, what are we doing, guys? We are going to go to the tiger beetles now. We've already killed a few of them. See, the vomit flavoured one, you're talking about Vanguard, I'm pretty sure is acetic acid, which is like it's what gives Parmesan cheese its flavour. So even that one, I don't think I'd be that bothered by. They've gone, yeah. These, I think this thing I've bought here is clearly made for 8-year-olds at a party. Disappointed. Anyway. Guys, okay, so we're about to let's recombobulate here. We are about to go to the tiger beetles. I've been told not to circle strafe these; they're just too fast for it. You've just got to kite them with the crippling venom and the venom strike, and then if you need to run away, just run away around the corner. So how are we feeling about that, everyone? Before we get going again. Yep, no circling them, so don't bother trying that. There's some beetles behind that I need to finish off for food first. Don't worry if it takes ages. Keep as much distance as possible to avoid getting ganged up on. So numbers is an issue here as well. Their initiative range is going to be much higher than other creatures as well. All right. Okay. Let's see how we do. If I need to run away, I will. I'll find a corner. Yeah, there's 1 or 2 beetles here that I can... miss them completely. I'm going to have to ask John to add a better visual for that. They've got much lower health than the... yeah, they're not much health at all, have they? Okay. Yeah, try to pull only 1 or 2 at a time. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a bit of back and forth to get their attention with the crippling venom. Yep. Venom pull down first? Yeah, I guess it's just that you get less out of the venom pool that way. It's just a case of how good your macro is, I guess. Mine's not the best in the world. You can... yeah, cripple first seems to be the way to do it. Hey, Mike, can I ask you a question about development of empires? The Undergrowth, it's an early... Yeah, go for it, Gecko. Yeah, I am taking lots of breaks here because I do want to actually beat this level. If things go wrong, at least you can escape. Yeah, if things are... if I'm getting ganged up on, I am just going to run away and get around a corner so they can't see me. Was the original campaign going to be a documentary with a David Attenborough-like narrator? Yes, that was the original idea. The original idea was, yeah, you'd follow this weird, mysterious island. You'd be like a documentary team. Okay, for some reason there's ants here and then here, and they shouldn't all be together, but they are on this one island. And it was going to be an Attenborough star voice, but ultimately, it was a little bit cheesy, a bit like these jelly beans I've been eating. But yeah, as we kind of found the atmosphere of the game, we thought that to have it constantly be a bit goofy didn't really work. So Liam watched a documentary narrated by Andy Serkis, and he kind of got a bit obsessed with the idea of having a voice like that. So Callum Edmonds, as known as Mauler, auditioned, and he had kind of the perfect voice for it. Yeah. Right, okay. On to the second hardest boss in this level. Yeah, just pull a couple at a time. Take your time. Run away if you've got to. Yeah, this is a perfect few. If I can just take, as they wander into this area, and just pull like, and pull those two. Here we are. That works, just got to be patient. Go back for food. Oh, hello. Eager little beetle, aren't you? Probably just dies, yeah. That one just by chance wandered into initiative range. Yeah. The wandering about that they do like this is entirely RNG. It's a dice roll. That's same again. It could happen for any of them. It's going to happen again. Yep, there we are. It's going to happen here. Level up. We've got 9 and level 10. Keep them equal. Nah. Thankfully, it was only a little one. Yeah, that was a mistake there. Oh, this whole island, yes. I remember spending a good 10 minutes in 2022, I think, around here. Not the Ubiet, not the Ubiet. No, no, no. Come on, come on, come on, lads. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Tesla just made a noise. It's the kind of noise I make to get his attention. Oh, God. Can I just kind of do a little furtive kind of cursory sort of exploratory little crippling venom to see what yeah, a little, like a little fish. Oh, God, there it is, there it is. Oh, no, 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 no. Get out of it, get out of it. There we are. Yeah. Yeah, again, I didn't pull my cursor back enough. Sol has been trying to tell me. I'll just eat that. Yeah, this is the time to practice before the spider. Yeah, this is the only practice I'm going to get. Come on, come on. Ah, this fella's going to die. Come on. Yeah, nearly, nearly. Yeah, use cripple as a panic button. That's a good way of putting it. Do a parting shot to them. Come on, come up here. Come up here. It's nice up here. The water's warmer up here. Come on. Come on. Do you know what? If I've got to do this next year, I'll buy a heart monitor. I've usually got a fairly low heart rate. My resting heart rate is in the region of 55, but I can feel it now. It's 90 or so. That might be fun. Although hopefully I don't have to do this again. Yeah. It's I get it from my mum. Fluff. Yeah, she's had I forget what they call it. The opposite of tachycardia. The low heart rate one. Yeah. It does mean on the plus side that despite being a fairly big bloke, I've got relatively low blood pressure. There we are. Cool. You're trying to get me to do a spy line. Well, off to visit your mother. I guess so. Gonna get ganged up on, but I'd be cool to get a couple of them getting a bit more damage now. Yeah, there we go. I've got very nearly 3,000 hours in Team Fortress 2. It's ridiculous. I was a very sweaty gamer in the 2010s. I was. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Only one or two. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah. You can stay. You can come again. It's okay. It's fine. It's gonna die. There we are. We got level 10 and level 10. It's got to be the crippling venom, hasn't it? I'm a spy main in Team Fortress 2. I was a spy main. I played competitive spy in Highlander a long time ago in like 2010. Back up one, waiting for the venom pool. Cool. Yeah, it's telegraphing. The kind of jank of this game mode is part of the reason it's so difficult. It would do better with a bar rather than a countdown to see when you're gonna be able to use it again. Gonna get caught. Gonna get caught. It's okay. There's only one. There's only one. Run away. It's fine. Need to do that. I'm timing it badly with their return to their swarm point. This is better. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there we go. I've got to wait for them to... I've got to kind of... That's fine, get around the corner. I've got to wait for them to get to the high end, yeah, the north end of their patrol, of their swarm point rather, swarm point random wanderings, and then kite them. I kind of got it, but not enough to get its attention. Well, I had to get its attention. It's probably going to lose interest, though. No, it's not. Nice. Let's not get greedy. Greed is an important concept here. Now, as someone who... My favourite game of all time is Elden Ring. You've nearly finished a boss, or in this case, just a bunch of beetles. And one hit. You only need one hit. So you go in there and you button mash. And you miss your swing and you die. Got to be careful of that. Same concept applies. Right, I am going to take a minute to read. Good, cool soul. Thank you. I did read that. I didn't acknowledge it at the time. Yeah, get rid of the 5 food. Yeah, because, yeah, that could have just, yeah, absolutely screwed me over. My spy voice is amazing. What you're saying there is my French accent is rubbish because the guy who plays the spy is American. No, I'm just, impression of the spy. Me dying to Rilana after missing with my great... Yes. Yes. Oh, Rilana. What a crazy boss that was in the DLC. Very unimaginative name, but a really cool boss. Come here. Come here, you. Come on. Can't circle strafe them. Ha! Who said that? I shouldn't get comfortable there, though. He was on very low health. I think it's just this guy. Okay. Do I do Devour or do I do Venom Strike? I guess I do Venom Strike, don't I? It's just Venom Strike. Devour is kind of besides the point right now. Yeah. It's besides the point. God. I'm going to take a minute to cool down again. Let's have a chat. And if I feel the need to, I'll get up and walk around for a minute. Second hardest boss incoming. Curse you, Bale! Egon. Highlight of the DLC. Mike, I'm stuck in Helix's basement. Please ban him. He hasn't fed me in days. He just respawns. Hey Mike, sorry if I already sent this, but what are your thoughts on the new Empires of the Ants game? Looks great. Different take on an Ant game. Kind of a mix of roleplay and real-time tactics. Looks wonderful. I hope people enjoy it. I'll wait for the reviews to come in, and I might give it a spin. Yeah, I probably will end up playing it eventually. But yeah, looks good. The world needs more Ant games. Very, very, very happy to have more Ant games. Tell you what, Fluff. If your advice guides me to victory today, I'll ask John to add 2 harvesting spots to Woodlice. It is on the list. I have said it to him several times, but his list of feedback is twice as long as my arm at the moment. So he is working through it. He is working through it. He is. I did say he is busy. Yeah, I'm gonna just go and have I'm gonna drain this and refill it, and have a little pace around the house just to calm down a bit for a couple of minutes. Hey Mike, any thoughts about if Empires of the Undergrowth will have anything going for April the 1st? No comment.
Pills, some pills here, which is food, our food store, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. John, to build our colony. Recognise that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, more food here. We need to define a tile. I think this area food made the other map a bit more challenging for our not everyone ants to store the food. So I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be to create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come back here to. And this is going to be the area that the ants store food for us. I'm not going to lead a chamber directly to my queen because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging. Can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So now instead, I'm going to the trick to and then this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to it. Is they're now storing in which you attack things like down here. I'm pretty sure is the mother loads get to this food. Once we start to come along and a bit more similarly the food as well. There's food there, but there's also enemies, so I'm not okay. And just run in there. We're going to need a few more workers, not too many. I found in this demo we can get to before we can overdo it with the workers because workers are free to respawn. So, but if you look when I carry on put down a worker tile. I'm just cost 5 each. Enemies will try and run towards my corner. So I'm just gonna have maybe that many for now. Taking it back to the storage chambers, my worker chamber up here. I'm not sure about it. Along they come. There's no system to. I don't prepare the area to. So these are now come down here. Work in one of these tiles, and then they'll come along to the queen. Grab a reliably informed. Grab an egg from her. I will pop them in the chamber, and then when these fellas hatch, or these ladies rather hatch, they'll be new workers. Oh, look at that animation. So yeah, okay, we've got 7 workers. And I think we should probably choose a bit safe. It's like popcorn. It's very satisfying to watch. Because we've got some lovely and fresh-faced workers ready to help us in our let's get a couple underground domination. Then we'll go into battle. They'll immediately come and add new workers will come out and prepare those soldiers to the black ant tiles. But these won't hatch until the ant that's associated with that tile dies. And in this demo version, it's free for them to rehatch, to respawn. Basically, it is respawning. So yeah, there is going to be. I don't think it'll be like that in the final game, but for the purpose of this demo, it's free for the wait. Free for the workers to rehatch. I think 16's plenty for now, so we're just going to carry on expanding. About how things are going with the Kickstarter. I love watching this animation. We're just about a week into the Kickstarter now. Once we've got 100 food or so, we'll start thinking about 90% of the way to their goal. Because we are going to meet some nasty, creepy crawlies, some utterly astounding. As they bump, you see, I don't think they expected it. Up here, the soldier ant. Right. Considering the exclamation marks, they're lasting to a place where there are enthusiasts. There's one down here from the public, but not outright this direction.
All right. Okay. We're about to take on the tiger beetle, the uber tiger beetle, the second hardest creature in this very hard level. So let's regroup before we go for it. Okay, brain trust. Right. Okay, so I got lucky with a circle strafe on a tiger beetle with very low health there. That was just because it was on low health. I would not have gotten away with it if it was even at, middling health. So no doing that at all with this Uber. So I've just got to kite it through venom pools and use the crippling venom as soon as I can, get away from it, use the venom, the crippling venom first, and then put down the venom pool and try and time it as best I can. I asked about the worker skin being able to be bought after the allotted time for the Kickstarter backers get it, and he said maybe. So I'm crossing my fingers. I think people are saying we can call it more or less confirmed, and I think that's probably true now. Not 100%, but things are looking very much that way as a part of another bundle, most likely. Okay. Right. Okay. I can kite it. You won't be able to. Cripple. Yeah. Cripple. Pool. Step back. Let him stay in the pool. Keep moving back, but not far enough to where he will move back. Okay. Drag him through the map with your pools. Okay. Just keep moving back, and if I need to, run away and hide. Yeah. Would you say that's flare fluff? Fluff? Flare fluff. Fair fluff. Good. Okay. Drop frame 0. I'm just checking my internet. My internet's doing very well recently. Good. Well done, you. Well done, you, internet. Yeah, we've been live for a couple of hours now. Yeah, it's done okay. Yeah. The thought is, Reklov, it'll come with, it'll come bundled with, probably, this is not confirmed, but probably, come bundled with something like the soundtrack and a bunch of other bits and bobs, you know. Okay, right. Keep dragging him through venom pools, run away and hide if I've got to. Simple as that. Simple as that. Lots of food lying around. He will return to base if I hide. Alright. Run away. You took someone down? Yeah, well. I'm being a bit cautious here. It's going to take a while. Ooh, blimey. He was a bit closer then than I thought. Yeah, do not get stunned by him. Come on. Cripple. I'm just going to hide around a corner and read. Your cripple will not run out before you cool down at this point, so you can keep spamming it before cooldown at this point. Okay, so as soon as it's, yeah, just spam it as soon as the cooldown happens. Never disappoint. Yeah, Slug Disco never disappoints. Oh, wonderful. Yes, thank you, IS Ants, for that that sentiment. That sounded sarcastic. I didn't mean that. It's just my heart is going. Yeah, I'm just going to be cautious. Yes, Sol and everyone else wants to see. They don't want to see me lose here. So they're saying caution is better. Yeah. This is not the most efficient run in the world. It's a very cautious run. And I've already got him down to half health. That's not too bad. This is super cautious. Someone way better at this could totally do it way faster. We got it. Ooh, that was bloody close. I got a bit. Good lord. I have beat this guy several times before. It's not like this is a new one. But it'd be such a shame to fail at least before I beat the final boss, or I meet the final boss. Okay.
Stomach with hot, wet, proteinous goo.
The reference there was Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I don't think I want to talk about the context because that is a very disturbing game. Right, what are we going for? What are we going for, Brain Trust? What are we going for? Yes, I know, Fluff. I need to be... Even the medium-sized spiders can absolutely wreck you. Cripple? We just want to get up to 13 crippling venom, yeah? $11 and 11. But crippling first, yeah? Whew. We're in the end game now. After nearly 2 hours. Yeah, I was on 12 crippling last year. Yeah. And, yeah, the spider just edged me out. Right. Let's at least walk in that direction. Get ourselves ready for it. Uber Spider is so easy now. Yeah, say that when I die in 15 minutes. Oh, hey friend. See you never. Right, now I am well aware that I need to be careful even of the very small spiders. They've got no health but quite a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna hit. Now these guys can kill me. Even at this level, these guys can totally kill me.
We like beetles, ants, and crabs, but we haven't tried spiders before. Is it soft? Is it juicy?
Is it soft? Is it juicy? Obviously being a Hobbit reference. The Peter Jackson films. Those Hobbit films were not great, were they? No. If The Lord of the Rings were a 10 out of 10, and they were, the Hobbit films were a 6.5. Dire warning, team. Hi, Raylan. Glad you could make it. If anyone here could give me the reference that I just said, a dire warning team, without Googling it, I would be extraordinarily impressed. But I suspect I'm a little bit older than almost everyone here, if not everyone. Cloud, it's your favourite game, Raylan? eat up the tiny little bits of food as recommended by Soul. I mean, I guess it's not so bad here when there's no other food around, but in a bad situation, you could. So I'm pressing the wrong buttons. This is where I start to panic. Panic is a thing, yes. Okay, what were we upgrading, gang? What were we upgrading? Because I've still got a point I haven't spent. Well, I've got to keep this equal. There's no point upgrading Devour now, is there? There's plenty of food around. Yeah. Save it for Cripple? Okay. I'm going to upgrade. I'm going to level up one more time before I meet the final boss. Wait, you can save levels? No, you can't. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna devour up, as it were. Okay, so I'll save this. I can't. I am level 12 crippling venom now, Soul, and I can't level up crippling venom anymore until I level something else up. Level 13 is the max level of anything. So at this point, I may as well upgrade Venom Pool. Can you get to level 14? I don't know. Please make another meme video. Glad you enjoyed it. We've made 2 now. Those things are really labour intensive to produce. So they're fun, but we have to be, recognise the fact that they're not really going to bring in new people to the game. They're for the fans, which is great to do. Of course, we love doing stuff like that, but they're relatively expensive to do. Out of my time, I love doing them, but they take a long time to produce to make them good. Okay, but I've got to upgrade something else before I go for before this. I can upgrade this at all. So I'm going to upgrade the Venom Pool, Venom Strike one more time. Do I have people's blessing for that? Fluff. Yeah, you would be the person I would be listening to if you're here. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to upgrade. Yes. Fluff says yes. Upgrade the Venom Pool now. And then on the next upgrade, I have 2 points to spend. And then put both into crippling? Okay. Right. So we're at 12 and 12. Right. I can upgrade neither at the moment. So what do I upgrade? I guess I upgrade Devour. And then I put the last points into crippling. Yes? Well, there's no point upgrading Bite. It's useless at this point, apart from for the little spiders. Just leave it? Save it. Okay. Okay, save it. Save it. Okay. Get out of here. Wasn't ready for that guy. Bite is a viable build now, but it's not the safest build, and I'm not good enough at this level to try Bite. John realised that it was practically impossible to do Bite a while ago and rebalanced it for that reason. He wanted there to be more than one route, and there wasn't, but there is now. But I'm not good enough to try the Bite route. I don't want to. I'll go further back for food, so I've got more at hand later. Yeah, by route it's still probably the hardest one. I'd have guessed. Yeah, at this point the poison could kill me. That's what got me last year. Poison from the and if I'd have had food closer at hand, I'd have probably been able to heal through it. I've got 2 upgrade points, guys. I'm just going to grab a random handful of cheesy beans. Mmm. Chili or cherry? Doesn't matter. Both are pretty good. Do you know, I've just realised one of the reasons I've got a problem here is that once it gets to 0, there's still 1 second to go. Hi, Sean. Do I want to have another little gathering of thoughts before I go on to the second to last gauntlet before I deal with the Uber. I think I probably do. Right. Let's have a chat for a couple of minutes. I'm going to move the the thing over to not starting soon, to talking. Just for a minute. Now, win or lose, ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon. I've had a really good stream tonight. This has been fun. We've been going for 2.5 hours now, nearly, which is a fair bit longer than I usually stream for. And that's because you folks have just been giving me advice. I'm stopping to listen to it, and this has been certainly one of my better streams. This has been fun. I'm on team Mortar for the most part, Amber. Yeah, a breather. Time for a breather. I'm gonna... Oh. This is not being one for viewers, clearly, because I'm being very slow and considered about it. But I think it might make a nice little edited highlight video. I've not been recording locally, but I can download the VOD and edit it. I think that might be fun. Like a little 10-minute compression of everything. Win or lose. Mike, is scientist 2 being called Howard Cannon? It is certainly not, no. Man alive. Thank you everyone for turning up and cheering me on. It doesn't ultimately matter if I actually manage to defeat the beach wolf spider. I've felt that I've done better than I have done before. There's been 1 or 2 sticky moments, but we've done way better. Which medic do I prefer? I don't think I'm actually ready to answer that question yet. I'll answer them after I play those on stream eventually, and I will do in the new year. I will. I'll play through the 5x levels. Final method. When using crippling venom, always keep at max distance. Yes. Yes, so more than doing damage, keeping at maximum distance and keeping it slowed is the priority. The Uber should always be on the verge of turning around. Yes. That is, I think you're absolutely right, in the safest possible way to play the last one. If I'm at low health and I get poisoned, it's over. Unless I can heal through it. Which I probably can't, because it'll probably be, coming up to bite me from behind anyway at that point. Mike, how's the process on Tier 5 achievement? Are they close to releasing? Yeah, we're not 100% again, but we're pretty sure this side of Christmas. Yeah. Although, yeah, I'm going to go and again, I might take Tesla out for a quick wander around the block, which will take about 5 minutes. Again, some cool air on my face, calm the nerves, be with my my lovely boy that I love. Just chill, and then we'll come back and do the final stretch, yeah? Okay, guys. 5 minutes. Win or lose, at the end of this session, we'll do a little Q&A. Anyway, we can chat for 10 minutes, yeah. Okay. Sorry for anyone just joining. Yeah, I'm about to go on a 5-minute break. Okay? I'm gonna walk the dog around the block and just chill, because this is a nerve-wracking stream. Okay. Right. Okay. See you in. Let's. What time is it now? 28 minutes past. 29 minutes past. Let's say we'll reconvene at. I'll start going again just before 22. So like. No, not that far. Give it 6 minutes from now, roughly. I'll be back. So if you want to go and grab a drink or a snack, or go and tell your loved ones that you love them, they appreciate it. Go do that. I'll see you in a minute for the final stretch of this. All right. Yes. I pause, Sol. The game is paused. Don't worry. Okay. I'll see you all in just over 5 minutes. Okay.
Pills. Some pills here, which is food, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. To build our colony. Recognise that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, put more food here. We need to define a tile. I think an area food made the other map a bit more challenging for our not everyone ants to store the food. So I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be to create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come back here too. And this is going to be this way, the area that they ants store food for us. I'm not going to lead a chamber directly to my queen, because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging. Can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So instead, I'm going to the trick to enter this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to that. Is they're now storing in which you attack things like down here. I'm pretty sure is the mother loads get death food. We don't want to start to come along and a bit more similarly list the food as well. There's food there, but there's also great. So I'm not okay. And just run in there. We're going to need a few more workers, not too many. I found it in this demo we can get to before we have to overdo it with the workers, because workers are free to respawn. So, but if you look when I carry on put down a worker tile. I'm just cost 5 each. Enemies will try and run towards my corner. So I'm just gonna have maybe that many for now. Taking it back to the storage chambers, my worker chamber up here. I'm not sure about this. Along they come. There's no system to. I don't enter prepare the area to. So these are now. If we come down here, work in one of these tiles, and then they'll come along to the queen. Grab a, reliably informed. Grab an egg from her. I will pop them in the chamber, and then when these fellas hatch, or these ladies rather hatch, they'll be workers. Oh, look at that animation. So yeah, okay, we've got 7. Okay, that's the workers. And I think we should probably choose a bit safer. It's like popcorn. It's very satisfying to watch. Because we've got some lovely fresh-faced workers ready to our fellas to help us in our let's get a underground domination. Then we'll go into battle. They'll immediately come and add new workers will come and prepare those soldiers, these black ant tiles. But these won't hatch until the ant that's associated with that tile dies. And in this demo version, it's free for them to rehatch, to respawn. Basically, it is respawning. So yeah, there is going to be. I don't think it'll be like that in the final game, but for the purpose of this demo, it's free for the wait. Free for the workers to rehatch. I think 16's plenty for now, so we're just going to carry on expanding. Talk about how things are going with the Kickstarter. I love watching this animation. We're just about a week into the Kickstarter now. Once we've got 100 food or so, we'll start thinking about 90% of the way to their goal. Because we are going to meet some nasty, creepy crawlies, some utterly astounding. As they pop, you see, I don't think they expected it up here. The soldier ant. Right. Considering the exclamation mark, their last Kickstarter place where there are enthusiasts. There's one down here from the public, but not outright this direction. Yeah, we need this now. You can just drag. You don't have to. That's changed, and I think that's probably because it's so satisfying just having the Kickstarter works. Having them, you suggest what the ants this time, and they come and do it for you. You don't. It's like the old dungeon keeper if you ever played that, or our queen, of course. You don't control people's direction. Instead, you give them more focused, and it's working very well. Okay, they decide to make these things in their own time. We move into a cave. Pills. We've got some pills here, which is food, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. To build our colony. Recognise that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, put more food here. We need to define a tile. I think an area food made the other map a bit more challenging. For our not everyone ants to store the food. So I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be to create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come back here too. And this is going to be this way, the area that they ants store food for us. I'm not going to lead a chamber directly to my queen, because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging, can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So instead, I'm gonna the trick to enter this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to it. Is they're now storing in which you attack things like down here. I'm pretty sure is the mother loads get death food. Once we start to come along and a bit more similarly list the food as well. There's food there, but there's also enemies, so I'm not okay. And just run in there. We're going to need a few more workers, not too many. I've had it in this demo. We can get to before we have to overdo it with the workers, because workers are free to respawn. So, but if you look, when I carry on, put down a worker tile. Just cost 5 each. Enemies will try and run towards my corner. So I'm just gonna have maybe that many for now. Taking it back to the storage chambers. My worker change up here. I'm not sure about this. And along they come. There's no system to. I don't think it prepare the area to. So these are now if we come down here, they get one of these tiles, and then they'll come along to the queen. Grab a, but I'm wondering, reliably informed, grab an egg from her, pop them in the chamber, and then when these fellas hatch, or these ladies rather, hatch, they'll be new workers. Oh, look at that animation. So, yeah, okay, we've got 7 that's the workers, and I think we should probably, she's a bit safer. It's like popcorn, it's very satisfying to watch. Because we've got some lovely and fresh-faced workers ready to our fellas to help us in our let's get a quest underground domination. Then we'll go into battle. They'll immediately come and add new the workers will come along, prepare those soldiers, the black ant tiles. But these won't hatch until the ant that's associated with that tile dies. And in this demo version, it's free for them to rehatch, to respawn. Basically, it is respawning. So yeah, there is going to be. I don't think it'll be like that in the final game, but for the purpose of this demo, it's free for the wait. Free for the workers to rehatch. I think 16's plenty for now, so we're just going to carry on expanding. About how things are going with the the Kickstarter. I love watching this animation. We're just about a week into the Kickstarter now. Once we've got 100 food or so, we'll start thinking about 90% of the way to their goal. Because we are going to meet some nasty, creepy crawlies, some utterly astounding. As they pop, you see, we lose one I don't think they expected it up here. The soldier ant. Right. Considering the exclamation mark pointing to a place where there are enthusiasts. There's one down here from the public, but not outright this direction. Yeah, we need this now. You can just drag. You don't have to. That's changed, and I think that's probably because it's so satisfying just having the Kickstarter works. Having them, you suggest what the ants this time, and they come and do it for you. You don't. It's like the old dungeon keeper if you ever played that, or our queen, of course. You don't control the units directly. Instead, you give them more focused, and it's working very well. They decide to make these things in their own time. We move into a cave. Pills. We've got some pills here, which is food, and we need to harvest that. Plenty, because there's a lot more food on this map. John quite rightly recognised that the other map was a bit stingy as far as food goes. So yeah, more food here. We need to define a tile. I think the area food made the other map a bit more challenging for our not everyone ants to store the food. So I'm just going to use this tool here. So I've got to be to create a larder. I want a bit more food before I come along here to. And this is going to be this way, the area that the ants store food for us. I'm not going to lead a chamber directly to my queen because as soon as she's once they've done that, they'll start rearranging, can't reproduce anymore. The pills. So instead, I'm going to the trick to enter this tunnel that's a little bit long maximum, so it's not directly to it. Is they're now storing in which you attack things like down here. I'm pretty sure is the mother loads get death food. Once we start to come along and a bit more similarly list the food as well. There's food there, but there's also enemies, so I'm not okay. And just run in there. We're going to need a few more workers, not too many. I've had it in this demo. We can get to before we have to overdo it with the workers, because workers are free to respawn.
You've all been annoying my face. Still haven't corrected that spelling error. Right, okay. Okay. Tesla appreciated the extra little walk there. It was nice to feel the nice cool night air on my face for a few minutes. Very calming. Right. Alright. Is everyone here? let's resume. Let's resume. Good lord. Okay, right. Before we take on the boss, we've got a few other big beach wolves to take out. So let's do that. Draw back the mouse to your spider and make running a priority. Thank you, Sol. Hi, Helix. Glad you could join us for the final stretch. Whether we go down in a blaze of glory or emerge victorious, I'm glad you could be here. Okay. Right, shall I do a bit of housekeeping first? As in remove all these 3s so I can get to the 50s, the 80s and the 20s. Sol did suggest this earlier. And on the whole, I will have a net gain of health. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. It'll take a minute or so. Yeah, someone could maybe, do some research into the VOD from last year, but maybe eating a small amount of food was what did me in last year, because I was trying to retreat to food when I died from the poison. Yeah, it's just based on proximity. I'll remove as much of this as I can. So many of them. But we are being cautious here. The idea is to win, not to win efficiently or fast. That little crunch. That is me crunching into a sheet of lasagna, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I can't do the final upgrades yet. I mean, I really want to go to, obviously, 13, but I've got to upgrade either Bite or Devour before it'll let me upgrade the other two. Yeah, Devour over Bite for sure. Bite is useless now. Everything Bite worthy has been killed already. Yeah, I'm getting rid of all of the 3 food, so. Yeah, doesn't necessarily make for great viewing, but we're giving ourselves the best chance. Okay, that's all of that gone. Yeah, that can stay. That doesn't matter. Or does that? Maybe that. Maybe that. The rest of that's fine. Okay, final few big spiders before we take on the big girl herself. A few little ones, but they don't really matter. Okay, here we go. We are at level 13 crippling venom. How is the dying sound made? We all know how the dying sounds are made. Liam screams into a microphone and then speeds it up. We can do pool as well, yeah? It's certainly better than the other two. And we can do one more, which has got to be devour. Okay. Level 6 devour. Level 13 for both strike and crippling. One more big spider to get. Shouldn't be a problem. I think I've got them down. And then we've got the big girl. It's a case of being as far away as possible. Keeping her slowed is more important than damaging her. We've got time. I don't even have to be up particularly early tomorrow. I've got to be up for 9 AM, I guess. Right. I really like that by far the best ant game ever has a lot of its creature sounds just being Liam screaming into a microphone and chasing its speed. Yes, that's more or less it. Actually... yeah. This feels good. Yeah, this is... it's not been this good before. I've had more in Devour and Bite before. You can do a Bite build. I'm not doing a Bite build. Okay, so let's not get cocky. Let's kill the other big one before we... Can we just get this little one out of the way with a Bite? Yeah. And then devour it. And then just this last big one. Okay, we're there. Okay. The last time I was this nervous, I was in a job interview. And I've not been in a job interview since 2015. Okay. Brain trust. Let's go over it. Soul. Fluff. Hit me. Darkness. Thank you. Keep your distance. Slowing it is more important than damaging it. We have time. It's faster than me. Yeah, keep the mouse on the spider if I'm doing pool. Maintain max distance to ensure verge of it going back. Don't get anywhere near it. The nearest I should be to it is the maximum range of crippling venom. Do not let it touch you. I will run away as much as I can, but it is faster than me. I'm going to use a little bit of health to just wander around and where is the best hiding spots, because this isn't it. That's not going to be good enough. This might work if I'm far enough away. This will certainly work. I think those are the only two. If it's... Yeah, maybe there? No, probably not. It's got to be there. I'll get rid of the 3 foods where there is... Yeah. Where they still exist, there's... I've got rid of almost all of them. Okay. It's here and here are the hiding spots. That's all I've got. Everything else is pretty much flat. Okay, I will heal up before we go in, but we'll start. Keep her at range. Keep her stunned is more important than damaging her. Let's go. She's not biting at all. Ladies and gentlemen, and variations, thereupon, after 4 years, I have beaten the hungry spider level. The achievement pops up. You won't see it. You probably heard it. Appetite sated. Appetite bloody sated. Heart rate coming down. It was 150 at that point. It was 150 while I was doing. I can feel the blood rushing through my head. I wish I had something set up for victory. You know, like a special animation. I don't. I was just hoping I was going to do it. Give me a minute. Give me a minute just to catch my breath. To catch my breath. 82 minutes in game time. Far from the best, but it's mine. It's my time. I got it. Right. What are we going to do? We're going to get some music on and talk for 10 minutes before we end the stream, because it's late. It's been a nearly 3-hour stream, which is longer than I tend to do. But it's been lovely. Thank you everyone for being here. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's probably no surprise that this is the most exciting thing that's happened to me all month. Just going to find the playlist for everything and then just play that. Okay, right. I'm just going to quit out of the game and then I'll come back to chat. Give me a second. Okay. I've actually gone redder as well. That's not surprising. My heart was pumping at more than twice its usual rate. Not surprising at all. Ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon, without your guidance, your help this evening, I wouldn't have done that. It's been a pleasure. Genuinely. The most fun thing I've done in quite a long time. And that says something because I've always kind of dreaded these streams out of the sheer embarrassment of not being able to do them, not being good enough. But people with more experience of me have helped me. Little lesson for life, guys. Ask for help. It's there. In something as silly and trivial as beating a level in a game that you've not done before, to true life goals, there is always help. Ask for it. Yeah, I have gone a shade redder than I generally am. Right, okay. I'm calming down a bit now. What a great experience, finally beating that after all this time. I think I had my tech right, thanks to everyone helping me. So, even if it didn't touch me once. The spider did not touch me once. So I wasn't poisoned. So I could have theoretically... And I was concentrating so hard. Blood was pumping through my brain faster than it does, unless I'm doing a sprint, which is never. So I was in the zone, and I was like, yeah, counting this, then this, then this, then this, and it worked. The spider was stun locked, and it's. I feel like if it had had twice the health, I could have done it. I was in the zone. You ever been in a flow state? I'm sure I'll look back at the VOD later or tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll see myself just concentrating. Help will always be given at the ICS to those who need it. Thank you, Solstitium, who is the ICS's Dumbledore. For sure. Rename the stream? There's no need to rename the stream. I'll leave it as is. We're going to end in just a couple of minutes. I need to go to bed. It's nearly 1 a.m. I have to be up for 9. Theoretically. You work from home. You can leave it a little bit later. As long as you put the time in later in the day, it's okay. Pin a comment. Which comment should I pin? I'm just going to go to... Looking back, he's doing it. It's happening. Oh my goodness. He did it. Yes, that's great to see. I'm looking forward to rewatching this stream another time. I intend to download the VOD and make a little highlight video of it. I think that would be fun. But this does mean we can do something else next year. I want to do a Halloween stream next year as well. It could be anything. The game will have had a bunch more content added to it this time next year. So all good stuff. I'm going to pin this one. It's finally over. Right, okay. Now, yeah, okay, people in the UK probably want to go to bed soon, so let's do, I'm going to say at 10 past, so in just under 10 minutes from now, I'm going to end the stream. Has anyone got any chatting they'd like to do, and any questions that you'd like to ask? Because I'm probably not likely to stream. Me and John might do a Christmas stream. I'm not going to be with him on Christmas Day, but either before or after Christmas, I'll be with him, and we'll probably do a Christmas stream. So if anyone's got any questions, now's a good time to ask. Now is a good time to ask. Yeah, questions. Yeah, anything you'd like to know, because we have got a bunch of stuff happening in the game. I can't talk to you about all of it. A lot of it's quite secret. But yeah, any questions? Please let me know. Okay. What's next then? Next, there is going to be an update which will include the stuff that's currently in the beta. The beta is going to be updated maybe this week, if not likely next week, to include finally the remix mode, which will allow you to play almost every level that there is in the game with any colony and selection of units you like. A few exceptions to that, obviously. Some of the extra levels, like the enemy of my enemy, don't make sense for that. But as a like an individual little experience, that's a lot more. Yeah, a lot more versatility going on here. Okay, let me have a look then. 3 harvesting slots for woodlice now. Fluff, I will make it. I have a text file that is always open, and it is on. John has already had this feedback. I'm going to put it right at the top of the feedback, so he gets it again. Give woodlice another harvesting slot FFS. There you go. So the next bunch of feedback John gets probably next week, we'll have that right at the start of it. But he has had that feedback before. It's just a case of getting around to it, of course. But I'm pushing the point. A promise is a promise. Do you think the community will like the new Savannah free-play maps? Yeah. Generally, generally speaking, I think it'd be fair to say that Empires is a pretty good game. People tend to enjoy it. As things, and what I mean by that is, there's very little in the game that is kind of bad. I think the only negative elements in the game that, as far as I'm concerned, is you can't save in level, that kind of stuff. But over time, consensus evolves to think some things are better than others for sure. And then because the English language is not very good at defining levels of disliking things, people say, "I hate this level," when what they mean is, generally, I mildly dislike this level. As someone who gathers feedback as a job, I've got to keep that in mind, because that kind of negativity does kind of build up over time. But it's okay, keep it in mind. There are limits to language, basically. Yeah. Right. Remix is not going to be fair. I mean, it was almost done quite a long time ago. Sol will tell you they've been testing it for a while. It just wasn't quite ready for general consumption. What are your other opinions of the Huntsman Spider? People hate that guy, is my opinion of that. For good reason. It is very annoying. It runs off before you can counterattack. It is like a funnel web spider amplified. Any new map suggestions you've taken in? I mean, Not really. I mean, there are ideas that we like, but there are reasons that we can't like just directly take an idea. I don't know how much I should say about that, to be honest. Ratclove, what did you say? I do know the rebalance wasn't favoured by the old. This fluff. This is expected. This was an expected factor that was kind of factored into the rebalance. When we did the rebalance, it's sad, but it's just how things work. People like what they know. It's kind of a fundamental part of human existence. We don't like change. So when we make major rebalances to things, even though they might be better for the game as a whole, people who are used to the way things are gonna reject it, or at least, you know, some of them are, and that's expected. That was kind of written down when we were assessing what we wanted to do with rebalances, and it will continue to be. It's just the way it is, and the kind of the litmus test of that is, how do newer players feel as opposed to older players? Newer players don't have any problems with it. It's just human nature. In general, we don't like change, unless it's very obvious, clear change, like you know, improved graphics, you know, something like that. Yeah, the way the game currently works is, in my opinion, again, it's all opinion. Everything is, of course, apart from hard scientific fact. The way food drops work now is the player has to be more proactive. I accidentally muted my mic for a second then, sorry. The player has to be more proactive for them, and the most affected level is 2-1, where free food was delivered. Yeah, and you could literally, after a point, you know, leave the level to complete itself, which is not really very interactive, not what we intended. No. Okay, just going to read back up. Bound to be some I missed here. Yeah, I'm tired now. I've got to go to bed. I'm just going to have the one that didn't come up, by the way. These jelly beans is the rotten fish again, or maybe I did and they just tasted fine, which is more likely. Yeah, this is supposed to be the rotten fish. It's fine. Taste of sugar. Oh, these things. This is the worst purchase I've ever made. Yeah, they were useless. They were supposed to be a fun gimmick. As it turns out, I kind of like all of them. Literally all of the flavours. And these are going to stay on my desk for tomorrow and the day after. I'm just going to, you know, they're going to be my snack as I work. How useless. Should I do a jelly bean cut? Yummers indeed. All right, guys. Yeah, it's time to end it now, isn't it? Yeah, I finished the Hungry Spider. It's over. It's done. Yes, Mr. Frodo. It's over now. I can see the Shire. Let's end the stream, and let's wake up tomorrow in the light of day, in a universe where Mike has beat the hungry spider level finally. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me, for genuinely making it a really fun stream. And I will see you next time. And on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, come and join us. I'm usually there. It's a laugh. We'll see you.